I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Between cold and Wi-Fi and confusion, we'll get it all ironed out. Be proud, Canada. This is you. This is us. Tagging a few of you guys, get you in here. Let's get some people watching this. Isn't that just the sound of music, people? I'm tagging a bunch of you folks. Come on in here, share this out. Let people see the truth of what's happening, what's gonna happen, and get it.
The green tube, move in there, move in there. Onto the snow.
Hey, we were just looking for you.
We have to keep the road clear. Stay off the road. I'm trying to enter.
The castle on the hill. I wonder how many windows they're looking out of up there. Because they need to be paying attention. Wayne Peters coming to you live from downtown Ottawa, right in front of the Parliament building. We made it. The yellow vests are here, and they are bringing your voice of Canada with them. We're here to talk for you, Canada.
Awesome.
Let's be heard.
I was smiling.
No more reasons.
Like
Can't pretend he's not hearing us now. He's sitting right up there in that second floor corner office, trying as hard as he can to ignore us. Awesome idea there, Ev. Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. There's going to be a lot of you coming and going. No Tamara, nobody around to interrupt us. There's hundreds of police officers. They've got streets blocked off. They're and you know,
Are you agreeing? I don't know why we're
we've
agreeing
been rallying.
to it.
I'm one rallying.
they were going to bring all the trucks up here.
So we're intelligent enough to stand on a sidewalk.
Yeah.
I'm not 12.
I've been rallying here for 10 years.
Yeah.
Never have we ever been forced over here. Ever.
crazy.
Really?
We always were on the
We
front
paid
steps.
for that
At
over
the top
there.
of the steps is where we talk from.
Yeah.
We always were in the middle.
I
We've
agree.
never been forced over here. Take this as an insult, people.
Did you
this
see-
is
They're-
outrageous.
they're
Outrageous.
playing games
How
with
the
us.
heck people get here?
I know we got one.
We drove 4,000 miles to get treated like sheep, put in a corral in the middle of a field where nobody's going to hear us.
Antifa gets over there. They get the main walkway.
Where they
They're
at?
going to get the main walkway.
They're gonna
and
get
if they
this.
try and cross the barrier, then the police are going to be here to stop them.
Oh, so they get the front steps.
Yeah. I said, what, did they sign the right permit? Because they said we signed the wrong
So
one.
the terrorist certified organization gets the front steps.
What about people that are handicapped? Should we drag them through the snow?
I just saw a
Well, good. Are
Zamboni
you
guy
signing
go
up
by
for it?
about
I'll
an
go
hour
bring you
ago,
one.
and yet he didn't come to. He could have cleaned this.
Hey,
Like he came right out of the building.
Justin Trudeau's
just-
gotta go.
This is
Hey,
on
hey.
purpose.
Ho,
This
ho.
this is because it started in Alberta and he has always hated Alberta.
Yeah.
And he has tried to
rallying
keep.
here against him for ever since
Thank
he
you.
was elected. We've had,
Thank you. His division of this country is got to stop.
That was sick.
This hate between the East and the West is garbage.
Never elected Trudeau again, ever. And my last name's Trudeau.
I've got good friends named Trudeau that are watching this too, and they feel the same way.
Yeah, oh, I know. My family is totally conserved.
I heard someone just say.
We need to, some of you people out there that are watching this, get on the phone to Parliament. Tell them that this is a joke and an insult. Every other organization gets the front step. You see this over here? This front walkway right up to the steps of Parliament House. You know why that's kept nice and clean and clear? That's Antifa's place. We get the sheep's field. This is how he treats Canadians. The terrorists get the clean sidewalk. We get put into the field. Any other organization gets to protest on the steps. They get to talk from the front steps. We get the field. Somebody make those phones ring off the hook. Somebody find a number to the liaison or whoever it's going to take. Ring those phones off the hook until they listen and treat us with the respect of Canadians. This is an insult on top of insults on top of insults. We drove 4,000 miles to prove to Canada we weren't what he had been lying about for the last 2 years. He calls us brown shirts and radicals. And yet the radicals and the terrorists get the clean sidewalk. We get to trudge in the snow with kids and old folks and people in wheelchairs. That's how he treats Canadians. That's what he thinks of us. We need thousands of people talking about this. I'm going to try and stay live as long as I can here, guys, and then I'll switch out and I'll get back on. I am so proud of you. You guys are making this happen, and he's shitting on you. This should really piss you off as a Canadian. It's unbelievable. Even the citizens of Ottawa are here to support us and protesting. You damn right, you scared Vero. We are his worst fear, Canada uniting. We have received more support from the East in the last few days than as a country has been allowed to happen for decades. That's how they've kept us. That's how they keep us suppressed. They keep you hungry at home because they make you think that the East hates you, or if you're in the East, they make you think that the face hates you. Faith, can I shake your hand?
Of course.
I'm with the Yellow Vest Media team.
Oh, very
I've
cool.
been with this from the beginning, and I'm a huge fan.
Oh, God bless you.
You have been so screwed over, for the lack of a better word.
Thanks,
And this is just another insult. Antifa gets the sidewalk, we get the field like sheep. That's what he thinks of Canadians. This is clept off. This is the barrier between us and Antifa. Antifa gets that side of the sidewalk. We get the field. We got women, kids, old people. We get a field full of snow.
They're doing that in order to give you a bigger space, probably, so that way you look more dispersed as opposed to a big group. So what I'd say is huddle together and force the media to see you as a huddle together kind of group down the road. But that's the truth.
I'm streaming live to all of the Yellow Vest groups across Canada. What do you got to say to us, Faith?
Look, I'm sitting here shoulder to shoulder with you guys. I'm so totally impressed. This goes to show you the power of a couple of people who really give a damn about their country. I've never seen a coast-to-coast sort of movement like this, and single action, and hell, we're doing it in the middle of -20 Ottawa. That just shows you the fighting Canadian spirit. So many of us have it in us. And I also want to say a little message to the media. This isn't just about pipelines. It's a huge part of our fight, but it's also saying no to the UN Migrant Compact, and we want to close our borders. Not a single Canadian was ever asked if we wanted to become open seas in a post-national state. We love our country. We want to help protect it. So thank you very much to everyone within the movement who has come out here today, and for those of you who couldn't be here today, love you all. I mean it. I'm so impressed by the turnout.
That's awesome. We drove 4,000 miles to prove to Canada what they've been saying is wrong. There was no way to get past that $600 million deposit that he put out there, but we proved him wrong. And every step of the way, There's been kids and women and children standing on the side of the road in minus 30 below weather, waiting for hours, driving for hours to get there, and wait for hours to see us for 2 minutes to show us that they cared. We've been getting food by truckloads, by people that can't afford to feed themselves, but they're bringing food to these people. This is 150 people that are saving a nation. The Spartans took 300 and still lost. We're going to save Canada by the efforts of 150, and we're not going to hurt a soul doing it. Just the beginning. Just the beginning.
Peaceful and keep it powerful. God bless you guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Faith. There you heard it, folks. Now this is a message that's got to get out there. Thank you, Faith Goldie. I'll tag you in this later. What do you think, Canada? Are you proud of yourselves? You damn straight should be. Nobody in Canada has done this before. This is about regular people. Regular people. And instead of listening to us, he insults us. It's mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. It looks like I might have somebody trying to get in here. Is that what? Okay, get somebody else. I don't think I've done this before. No. No, that wasn't it. Okay. Who do we got here? Did I get you on? No, I lost you. I got to figure out how to do this. Never brought anybody else on. Let's see if we can get somebody else in here from outside of Ottawa to tell us what they think about what's going on. You got it. You got it. Chicken Justin. Thank you, Christine. This is what we drove 4,000 kilometers to do. Jeremy, I love you, brother. Couldn't have done this without you. Not a prayer. You're here with us. You are. And we are fighting for you and every other Canadian that he wants to continuously spit in the face of. Nick, I got your message here. I don't know what's going on. I think what we're running into is this is the most. All I can say is keep trying to get in, Nick. It's going out. People are in here. You're probably having trouble getting in here because there's so many thousands of people that are covering this and telling this story. Jesse, maybe. Hey, Natalie. Oh, I love you, girl. You guys made this happen. You may not be here, but you made this happen. Thank you. God bless you. I'm speechless. I'm overwhelmed. I'm losing my voice. I've slept 2 hours in the last 3 days, and I've never been more proud in my life of you people. I'm kind of trying to hang out here in a bit of a bottleneck so you guys can see the different people that are coming through here. Larry, I love you, brother. You've been my best friend my whole life. You know that when I'm a passionate guy, no matter what I'm doing, I'm believing in it 100%. And this Canada has been getting screwed for a long time, and it's got to stop, and it's got to start with us because we're not going to get any help from anybody else. Every wing of that government, doesn't matter what they want to call themselves, Liberals, Conservative, NDP, it's all just different wings of the same sick bird. And we're never going to stop it unless we eliminate their tactics, end the division, start to believe that the government might want you to hate Quebec if you live in the West, but you don't really hate them. You hate what the government is doing. And when you live in the East, Albertans aren't just rednecks that are uneducated. Think about this. Those supposedly uneducated rednecks did this. 150 people got together and believed they could do this. And in the course of months of a lot of abuse from the media and even our own citizens who were trying to help and protect, they believed that we were dangerous, or whatever the media wanted to call us, the flavor of the week. And we needed to get out here and every step of the way prove to the people with their own eyes to see us. And we're here, and that's exactly what we're going to do. Tear it down, Jeremy. That's it, brother. The only way we fix this bird is if we fix it from the beginning, listening to the people. I'm sorry, it's going to be like this. This is their worst nightmare. They're going to do everything they can Deb, I think they're planning on bringing the trucks up there, or they're expecting extreme crowds. There's really not a lot of logic to what's going on. And for those that aren't really kind of aware of some of the little subtle things, this nice clean area over there with the fountain and the warm water, that's reserved for Antifa. They're special. We got to make our old people and seniors walk through this. Tell me that's not an insult to the hardworking people of Canada that built this. Oh, love you, Jody. Couldn't have done this without you either. And everything that goes on from this point out is going to take all of Canada. 150 people broke their backs, sacrificed everything to make this happen. And they're here and they're doing it for everybody, not for themselves. Nobody's getting anything individually out of this. Everybody's self-funded. I left Calgary with $5 in my pocket and a prayer because there was no hope for anything else. But I'm here and I'm fed and I'm among family. And that's what Canada needs to get back to. We used to be a country where everybody treated everybody like family. And these people are proving that that's still there. Just as we've been beaten down and disillusioned so bad that we've forgotten. And that's what this is all about. Nobody has slept. I've seen guys changing tires on tractors at 2 in the morning in -50 below weather. Why? So that nobody got left behind. That's the way Canadians are. That's real Canada. This charade that has been happening for the last couple of decades, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. No, he didn't phone in sick. He had a meeting at 9:30 this morning, and you know what we did at 9:30 this morning? We sat at the bottom of his building, and there was 100 trucks that never stopped blasting their horns. He might be trying to ignore us, and he might be pretending he isn't listening, but he's hearing us. He's hearing us. We're not going to change anything today here in Ottawa. We're not going to change laws. Nothing's going to happen that way. Where the change is going to come is when the rest of Canada realizes what we're doing for them and that it's for them, and they want what we want for them, to be able to live with opportunity and prosperity. There's no reason for this poverty in Canada. There's none at all. It's the only way that he keeps us beaten down is when we are too desperate and sad and depressed and hiding at home that we don't have any energy left to fight and we don't have any energy left to live. That's what this is about, is giving you your freedom and your life back. Thank you, Maggie. You've been such a help sharing this stuff. All I can do is show you. It takes the rest of Canada to make it spread out. Facebook is trying different things to hide us. People aren't getting allowed getting into the feeds, or they're getting cut out, those kinds of things. Just keep trying, keep pounding it, people. That's what it's going to take. He's not going to let this go easy. He's not. So we got to take it away from him. That means doing the hard stuff. Oh, God bless you, Greg. I know you guys got our backs back home. We got to let people know from coast to coast. Coast to coast. Bruce, we haven't seen the East Convoy yet. They had some issues late into the night. Communication issues, Wi-Fi issues has been really difficult. I haven't gotten an update. So far as I know, they are still coming, but we haven't got anything confirmed yet. If I do get some answers, I will be happy to get them to you. He's pretending, but it's not going to work. You know, that's exactly right. There is no reason for our country to be poor, for our people to be suffering. There's people that are losing their homes in days, that are putting in 12, 14, 16 hours a day to help you, Canada, get through this, regardless of what's happening to them. It doesn't matter.
We're going to be, Loretta, that you were not allowed on that side. I don't know why, because apparently they come in here. So they're going to help.
Yeah.
We got to get her up there when nobody else is allowed. We'll get her up there when the guys will carry her over in the wheelchair and we'll put her there.
Do you hear this?
That's what they said.
I hope that upsets you, Canada. That lady that's been giving you live feeds 24 hours a day all the way out here from Alberta. She's in a wheelchair. She's here for the fight of her life, and this is what they're making her do.
Brenda too, like we were gonna talk, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Her ankles are so
She's
swollen.
so swollen.
She shouldn't be walking through
No,
this
and
snow.
she went through here once. I don't know if she made it again, but she's messed.
In pain.
She's in pain.
I don't know how to, what can we do? What can we do for her? We got to do something.
Okay.
Where is she?
Now they're gonna take Loretta up, and then Harry, if we can find Brenda.
That
if
is
Brenda
sad, Vero.
can't make it, she's got to be up there with us.
Yes.
She can't. It's gonna be falling in the snow.
What can we do? If we can get if we can get her something to sit on, we can get some guys to saddle chair and carry her up there. Whatever we got to do.
No, they're gonna, I think, let her, somebody go up on the wheelchair on the pavement, and then.
She's at the far end.
Oh, what am I talking about?
Okay.
They got her there.
All right.
But now she wants to.
Yeah, Mandy, it's so wrong. It's
They'll
so
carry her
wrong.
across. Put her in
Okay,
the snow.
there. We get to we get the respect of these people that we get to carry our people into our safe zone. It's a disgusting insult. Trying to it's getting out there. It will get out there. These stories are getting out. And you know something, Andy? Telling it to the news doesn't change anything because they just don't report it. The only way that people hear about it is if we report it. That's why I'm here. I'm not a professional reporter. I came to try and do what I could, and it's sad. It's sad. Oh, Vera, you're here with us anyways. God bless you. Thank you for your help. For every share that you make, that's something that I can't do. For every 10 people that share, that's 10 things that I can't do. So if we can do that and just get people to listen and help us get it out against what they're trying to do, that's how we win. Because I'll tell you, people getting information off the news doesn't mean nearly as much as hearing the truth from somebody that's looking them eye to eye and shaking their hand and telling them. So that's what we get. That's how this was built. This is people working together one by one. Now, Mandy, I'm not amazing. I am far, far from it. But injustice just like are being committed against Canadians. It's got to stop. And if I'm not willing to do it, how can I ask or expect anybody else to fight my fight for me? So that's what this is about, and that's what all of these people are about. These people, hi Carol, hi Serena. These people, they were not professional activists. These people that are here, 150 of them made this happen. Not one of them has ever been an activist before. Not one of them has ever been a protester before. But they care. They put Canada before anything, and that's why this happened. And all it's going to take is a few more people, and every week when we get a few more people and we prove to Canada that what they've been telling us for years is a lie, that's when we start to make a difference. Maggie, you see that nice pretty sidewalk over there? That's for Antifa when they get here. This field full of snow over here, that's for us. That's where our seniors get to spend the day freezing their feet in wheelchairs. We have to carry them over the fences. That's how much he thinks of Canadians. Marilyn, thank you. This is something that'll impact you guys too. Either way, if he gets to carry on, that'll affect you guys, but it won't be in a good way. When the people take and say enough is enough, and we are able to make Canada again, then we can have the brother and sister relationship between the USA and Canada like it should be. Facebook is blocking stuff. Absolutely they are, guys. I'm sorry I can't do anything about that. All I can do is tell you to keep trying. And if you can't get in on mine, find another one. There's feeds all over. Colleen, thank you. The veterans, they're out here walking in the snow too, but you know what? They're not complaining. Thank you, Brenda. I'm not a professional. I was just a poor bum that had had enough, and if I've had enough, I know other people have had enough. Thank you, Rhonda. Thanks for stopping in. You are one of the hidden gems of this. For those of you that don't know, Rhonda has been working the media and the social media and the websites and around her day job and recovering from injury. She's putting 20 hours a day. This is the people that are doing this. This is the people that the rest of Canada allows to call dangerous. They allow the media to call us brown shirts. These are the people that the kind of people, and that's what you guys want to know. I don't know how many veterans, Serena, but we've got one guy here that served, and he lost a leg, and he's been in with us the whole journey. And I'll tell you what, we got so many lessons about what reminders, not lessons, reminders, because we knew this, but we got reminders that we're not alone every mile of the way. Last night, in a couple of stops, there was 10,000 people that greeted us. I've never seen anything like this. Canada's never seen anything like this before. Trying to get my voice back here. Had to drain a few gallons of tears here and swallow a few apples, but pretty emotional. Canada's been like that every step of the way. The people that have done this, these are guys that are used to working endless shifts, endless hours, oil patch in the worst conditions known to man, providing the cleanest industry energy in the world, despite what these control parties try to tell you about carbon tax. It's just more stealing. It's just a license to steal. Dolores, they've been calling us. Let me give you a list of a few of the names that we see regularly in the media and we get death threats from. We're called racists, we're called xenophobes, we're called white supremacists, we're called brown shirts, we're called radicals. That's what they have made Canada to believe that we are. Hey Gladys, thank you from Calgary. I'm from Calgary too. Cheers, we got you. Sherry, thanks. There's a lot of truckers here. I'm not a trucker. I'm a peasant, poor media guy facing an eviction notice myself, but I don't care because I'll have another house and I'll have another job, but I'll never have another homeland. And every one of these people in here understands that. And that's why we're here. Everybody's losing. Everybody that is here is sacrificing they're taking the last dollars that they have to get here, and they're here. And you know what? Nobody's going to get left behind. Every one of those people, when they get here, they get help. They get fed. They get their trucks fueled up. Every time I do a live, I get a question. This morning, in the middle of my live, we were singing the national anthem. Go back, check that out, guys. That's a special moment. But take your tissue box with you because you're going to leak. But in the middle of that, I get calls from gas station owners along the highway. Send me your trucks, let me fill them up. Those guys are hurting too, and they're still giving. I watched a mom give her inheritance to this cause in Sault Ste. Marie the other night. That's what this is about, people. I hope you understand that if anything comes out of this at all, I hope that you guys get that message out of this and what we're doing here. There's two of us guys that are independent media guys. We realized that all of the media, all of the news was coming from the outside looking in, shining a microscope on us and labeling us and creating the narrative that they wanted. So we realized we had to get some people working as hard from the inside to push back with that message. So there's myself and there's a guy named Carl Edward Fleury. He's another independent guy. Same story. Left Lloydminster with $10 in his pocket, and we're here. We're spending 4 of us in a double room at night, but you know what? We don't care because we're fed and we're with family and we're warm. And the next day we're going to get up and we're going to do it again. And we're not going to stop. This is just the beginning. We're here to make noise. We're going to do this for you, and we're not going to stop till we get Canada back. There's more to this. And it doesn't, what we have to be careful of is making just enough noise that he tries to bribe us off and give us a pipeline or something like that. Thinks that we'll be quiet after that. No, we can't settle for that. We need to fix this government. We need to fix this country. And after decades, the government has proved one thing. They won't fix shit. Canadian people fix shit. I know, Mandy. Like I said, we thank you. This is a once in a millennia opportunity. We won't have this opportunity again. They won't allow it. We've scared them. We've scared them bad, and they will make sure that if we don't win this time, that we don't get another chance. So that's why we can't stop or settle for anything less than having our country back. And I'm going to tell you a few little secrets about things that they don't want you to know. We're not a sovereign country, so this argument about keeping our sovereignty is invalid, and they let us spew on that, and they don't address it because it's not even real. We're a corporation, and the only way to get control of this is in a court of law. And there's a class action lawsuit going around. Get it collecting signatures, because when we get enough signatures, we can make that happen, and there's nothing they can do to stop us. Nothing. So I'm going to give you guys a few links and a few names to check out if you guys want to help out, chip in, be a part of this. Check out myfreedomnow.ca. Do that. Claim your stake of Canada. Tell them you want Canada back. All you got to do is add your name, sign your name, so that you get registered to the covenant of the case, or the convention of the case, and get your name in there. When we get 500,000 in there, then we become an official case, and we can carry it to the next step. When we get 51% of Canadians saying they want to own Canada, they don't want the government to own Canada. Thank you, Carrie. Bless you. When we take the ownership of Canada, they don't make the rules anymore. If they're not doing a good job, we could fire their asses, and that's the way it should be. So that's what we need to do. Nobody's going to tell us that. Shareholder votes. There you go. Sorry, Rhonda. 2 hours of sleep in the last 3 days has got the brain a little fuzzy. I'm running on heart and adrenaline. And my first meal off of a plate since I left Calgary. Thank you, Ottawa. That was awesome. This is amazing. No, Serena, it shouldn't be that way. It really shouldn't. They won't let us closer to the front door, Mike. They want us to get tired and wet and cold standing in the snow. That's what they got. See, this space out here, this is for us. This is where the Canadians that are coming here to express their voice, pushed into the back corner in the snow like a herd of sheep. Kind of looks like sheep fence, huh? The nice clean sidewalk over there, that's reserved for the Antifa guys when they get here to counter-protest us. Wanting communism. No, Mandy, it wasn't pizza. Thank goodness. I don't know, I loved pizza, or I used to love pizza. I actually had eggs and potatoes on a plate. It was amazing. Simple things. But every bit of it is worth it. I'm not telling you that to whine or cry or for anybody to feel sorry. But nobody here wants anybody to feel sorry for them. What we want them to know is how much and how deeply we care and what we're willing to do for our nation. These are real, true they're not fake patriots. They're not patriots that say I love Canada and then go and sit and turn the TV on when it's the most important time in their country's history. That's not what these are. These are real patriots. They will do whatever it takes. On that note, check out some of the YouTube channels. There's a song out there. What was very loud, Pat? Or Irene, sorry. Hey, Andy, thanks for joining us, buddy. Yeah, Andy's going to throw some links in there to help you guys out find some of these places. I think the speakers are supposed to start at 11. I have no idea what time it is. I can barely see past my nose. So I can see the camera and I can hold it up and I can talk until I lose my voice completely, and that's what I'm gonna do, or my phone's quit. That's what's gonna happen. This is about you guys seeing the truth, not seeing what the news is telling you. So that's why we're here. It might be some lulls and whatnot. Andy, thank you, brother, for putting some of those links in there. Andy's gonna share some links in there for the GoFundMe for the Convoy crew. They're the ones that are paying for the tires and paying for the fuel, and people are donating stuff along the way as well. But we just got here. We're not even at the halfway point. We still got to get everybody back home. No matter what, nobody's going to get left behind. So any help is appreciated. So there's the GoFundMe page for the United We Roll 2019 cause. Glenn Carrot and Haley Weil, they're looking after that. And I'll tell you, it's hard to find a level to express the amount of respect that I have for these people. This is the cream of Canada's heart and patriotism. You just don't find that every day. See the crowds. So I was trying to get it from the crowds for a little bit, but oh no, they're changing things up on us here now. Oh, now they're putting a gate on for us. How does this work? I don't understand this. Yeah, I know, Maggie. I got a couple of power packs here that hopefully I can keep going here. I might have to get off and change out batteries and phones here at some point, but I've got 3 cameras and 2 extra battery packs, so I'll be able to do it, to keep going for a while anyways. Yeah, I know, Serena, it really makes me feel like I'm in a sheep's pen. I'm really not happy with that. Thanks, Diana. We worked hard to get here. Thanks, Mandy. I'll be happy when we get 10,000. But I'm not doing this alone. There's myself and Freebird Media, a group of young journalists that's got some help by a guy named Carl. He's a solid guy. Yeah, it's hard to find anybody with more passion than him. I'm going to try and get down to the crowds here again.
I'm just from down the road here.
Oh yeah. Can we get through here? What's with the gate?
Antifa wants to fight us. That's why they're protecting us.
It's just a buffer zone here.
That's right. No, that's right. I didn't want to.
I don't.
Ouais, les Antifa viennent d'arriver. On est.
Are we just not allowed to go through here? Okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Excuse me. Can I?
Quand même une grosse gang. Fait que fais attention, mec, tu
There you go.
Thanks. Excuse me. Oop, oop, oop. Oop, oop. Okay, try and get down here. I guess the anti-fascist counter-protesters are here, and they're here for violence. Okay, yeah, there we go. Okay. Now that's a crying shame. You know, this convoy has people of every ethnicity, every culture, and there's our own brothers beating their drums, standing for fascism and communism. Yes, they're here. They're here for a fight. They were actually here yesterday training, getting ready for us. Didn't matter. We're coming anyways. This is the truth. Ever since this started, they've been calling us the radicals in the brown shirts.
I'm just going to remind them that their flag is a mirror image of pre-Nazi Germany.
Yeah, you do that, buddy. This is, you know, there's nothing worse than uneducated ignorance trying to cause violence and disruption against the working class citizens, and that's what we got. That's, yeah, Mandy, they had 100 of them out here going through drills yesterday. I'm going to try not to talk to them. They're not going to get any praise. They're going to get called out for what they really are. I'm going to get a little closer here. I don't want to get down into the thick of it because I don't want to get tangled up with cords and losing my camera, because if I lose my camera, then I'm really screwed. So I'll catch this as best I can for you guys. The news is here, Serena, but you can be sure that they're not here to tell good stories about us. Well, if they're land and water defenders, why are they standing for communism? I'm not buying that. They can use whatever excuses they want. It's not true. All we're here is for a decent quality of life. We're not asking for anything ridiculous. Them being here is absolutely ridiculous. You bet, Mike. That's what this is all about, is waking people up to the truth. Telling them what's going on. Let them see for themselves, because nobody was showing you. Nobody was telling you what was going on. Larry, we're good. We're good. I got 150 of the best warriors, the most heartfelt warriors, and they got my back. Nothing's happening to us. You bet, Jason. We got to end this shit. You know, it boils down to one thing. We need to make Canada again. It was always great. We need to make it Canada again, and that starts with us. And we can do it. We can do it. There is no more get-it-done kind of people in the world than Canadians, and we're proving it. Thanks, Andy. Knowledge is power. Absolutely, George. Absolutely. Exactly, Andrew. United we win. United we are the worst enemy. For those of you that come in late, you see that corner office up there? That's where Mr. Trudeau is hiding out. Up there. Patty wants to get in on this. I'll try and see if I can make that happen. Oh, absolutely, they're paid. They're paid. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jamie. Why? Because Trudeau thinks that we're completely uneducated and we belong in a field like sheep. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is about taking Canada back for people. I'm going to try and keep up with your comments as they scroll through here. It's going to be tough. Absolutely, Shannon. That's exactly what we're doing. We've been taking a stand for 4,000 kilometers, and we're just getting our voices wound up. What they've kind of done is, I think, they've kind of thrown another little insult at us. Is they've parked us in a way to use our vehicles as shields. So if anything does get rowdy, guess who's going to get smashed? It's going to be these guys that are donating. I have to give them their time. I have to tell the truth. It's not positive for them. It's telling the truth, and Canadians don't understand what we're up against. So we've got to tell them what they're up against. Shanley, you're right. You're absolutely right. And this is going to sound strange to you guys too, but you know what? From the bottom of my heart, I thank Justin Trudeau, because without his evil, we wouldn't have this. We wouldn't be motivated to do this. He is uniting Canada. So good on him. And he's going to get what he's earned. And it's not going to be what he thinks. Thanks, Annie. Working on it. Trying to get my voice back here. Absolutely. We're going to take Canada back. It's not going to happen today.
What's that?
Talking to the rest of Canada.
Okay.
Exactly. It was real Canadians that got us here. It was real Canadians that were driving 3 hours so that they could stand on the side of the road with their children in 30 below weather so that they could have 2 minutes with that convoy, the People's Convoy, coming by. That's how much people are desperate for hope. So how many Canadians are sitting out there with actual hope anymore? I know, Mandy, it's just one insult after another. We put our people in the field like sheep and then make us use our vehicles as shields against, well, a registered terrorist organization. How about that? That's what Trudeau stands for. Oh, he thinks Trudeau thinks that Alberta is the reason for every ailment of Canada. Every ailment of Canada is because of Trudeau creating hate between the East and the West. Trucks are going down that way as far as you can see. And they end at the end of the block over there. But I can promise you, there we go! Light it up, boys! Light it up! This is talking for you, Canada. This is your voice. This is us talking for you. Thank you, Katie. Without you guys, we wouldn't have any hope. You guys have proven it to us that you love us and you love Canada. And every mile of the way, when we were frozen and tired, you guys inspired us.
Oh, Haley.
We're at Canadian Parliament, right there. The castle on the hill.
Hard time.
Please do. You know, I never in my life thought I would be in Ottawa protesting my government. But the facts are simple and clear, and they've made it unceasingly like that. And the rule of humanity has always been that when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. Well, this is Canadians exercising their rights to a rebellion because we are living under tyranny. This kicking you off of Facebook, that's Justin's doing. He has put so much pressure on Facebook and Google, and I work in that industry. I know how those systems work. Yeah! We are permitted. We are all good to go up here. Good to go. We've got a few hundred police here, kind of watching with this look in their face, but that's okay. It isn't about them. And sooner or later, they'll figure out that they're still Canadians too. They made the park of the trucks between Antifa and us, yeah. So that these people that have donated their time and their effort and their futures and their savings and their retirement funds, their trucks are going to be the ones that are going to take the damage. Now we've got, they're agitators. They're paid to disrupt. They're paid to make us look crazy. The motorcycles are coming, absolutely. Rhonda, if you guys are interested in making a ride out to Ottawa and share your voice, talk to Rhonda. Yeah! That's for you, guys. That's for you. That's for you. That's your voice. Amen, Tamara. Amen. Thanks, Marcus. Love you guys. Yeah. Thank you, sir. I'm having to keep it up because it was just happening today. No, we can't move our trucks down. We're locked in. They wouldn't let us bring any small vehicles up here because they were scared they were going to get burnt. So that's why our trucks are out there. Sorry, Natalie. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. God bless you. Natalie has helped me out. Both Natalies. There's two of them. Give them some love. There's some people that are really, truly suffering and have gone so above and beyond to try and help me get here to share this with you. That's why I'm here. Is them. I don't seem to be able to get this working, but I'll try again, Walter. I'll get this figured out, yeah, sooner or later. Crystal, if you're interested in riding to Ottawa, get a hold of Rhonda. She'll hook you up with some links. Rhonda, get some links in there. If I have to find myself a tricycle for that, I will be riding along with you. I had to sell my bikes. I got nothing left. All I got left is my country. That's why I'm here. Absolutely, the sound of music. You know, I don't know how much of the news has been getting to you, but to you folks, but we've been paying attention, and I'll tell you something, guys. You have so much to be proud of, because this isn't just us. We couldn't have got this big without you sharing and sharing and sharing and sharing and being involved and being active with us. Thanks, Nick. He's gonna donate me a bicycle. I'm coming, Rhonda. I got a bicycle coming. The people around the world are paying attention. You know that Singapore is live streaming this 24 hours a day? That tells you something. We are inspiring and motivating the world. We're showing the world that we can do this without violence. And that's what those anti-panties are here to do, is to try and provoke us into violence, because that's what they want. Because then what happens is the news, they've got their cameras focused on us. They're not pointing their cameras at those other guys. They're pointing them at us. Thanks, Rhonda. There's the motorcycle link, guys. You want to come down here on a bike? Wouldn't that be something special? The speeches are supposed to start at 11, but I don't know how that's going to go. That's good if you don't watch news, because it's propaganda. It's there to brainwash you and train you. That's it. There to train you. You know, it's I don't think the Queen will ever even hear about this. Yes, the anti-protesters are here. Yeah, that's they're doing their thing. I don't know anything about the land and water people. All I know is that they're here with Antifa, and Antifa is always violent. So you make your own conclusions. I'm not here to lie to you. I'm here to show you with your own eyes. So whatever you want to say, don't bother. Look, decide for yourself, but do not insult me on this. Absolutely, Jim. We keep these people warm when it's 50 below, and they want to tell us we're the enemy.
Yeah. They want to call us the racist. What are you?
Thank you, Raylene. Thank you, Chantel. Exactly, Darren. That's all we want, is we want to work. You bet it. You bet, Nick. Those counter-protesters, they're paid for. It's George Soros that funds that. It's not hard to find out. It's pretty common knowledge. They're actually having a revolt against him because they didn't get their checks from one of their last events. How funny is that? I think that right now, actually, I can tell you something. Yesterday, Google, the #1 search term in the world was United We Roll 2019 Convoy. The #1 searched term in the world. What does that tell you? People are watching. People are watching. I don't know how to make this thing work with getting somebody else in here. I'll have to wait for an expert to come in here. Oh, we're keeping our cool. We're expecting this. We're expecting this. They're here trying to start fight. Oh, sorry. Somebody was trying to get in. I guess I asked the wrong person. No, they're holding socialist flags and what looks like Nazi flags. And yet we're the ones that get called Nazis. But I'll tell you what, you know who is making out like a bandit right now? Whoever's printing and selling Canadian flags is going to be the next millionaire in Canada. And you know what? I hope they get it. because that means Canadians are waking up to what real patriotism is, and they're going to start loving their country again. And that's what this is about. Nobody's asking for anything for free. There's chances. There's stuff there you can get, stuff of value. Any of you guys, I want you to know this. Any of you guys that buy anything from that store, half of the money goes directly to the organization who sponsored that T-shirt or that piece of merchandise, and the other half goes to the people that are fighting for you, and it's going to help them survive. That's what that money is going for. Nobody's out doing this to make money out of that job. That isn't it. We're not selling Canadian flags in there. I'm talking about the other guys that are the manufacturers that are making out like bandits right now. Yeah, we know, Laurie. This is an uneasy situation, but it's got to be done. You got to do what's right, not what's easy. That's what this is. Canadians doing what's right. We just want people to know what this is. Oh yeah, there's some more of the taxi parade over there. That's funny. We're not here for violence. If there's violence, it'll be defense, and the police better do their job. Thank you, Judy. Real Canadians are standing behind us. The fake Canadians are over there trying to do harm to people. Yeah, I know. There's no ethics among those kinds of people. Unfortunately, there's been years of conditioning and training via the media. And I know you guys think this is all about oil and gas. It's not, people. It's not. But the thing of it is that's the only subject they will let us talk about without eliminating us from the equation. Who have I got here on camera? Somebody get it in here. Can you hear me? Oh, here we go, Canada. They're talking for you again.
That's the one you're watching.
Can you hear us now?
No,
No, they won't let
they're
us up on
live.
the steps.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Wi-Fi is probably a challenge. I know, right, Jason? That was way smoother music. Way smoother music. I haven't been asked to speak, but
Yeah.
it's up to the people. Tell the people that are leading this who you want to hear from. They'll make it happen. Oh, we might have to end that. Yeah, phone's getting cold. I've set the other window there to get as much power to transformers. Okay. Can you hear it now? I cut it off, Mandy. I cut it off. Oh, shoot through those options. Division is actually what it was. Remove yourself. Oh, Heather. Oh, you're a real Canadian, aren't you? Yeah. If you support Trudeau, do you realize you're a terrorist? How's that? Think about that. Your guy, sitting up there in the office, who tells us we ask for more than we can give when we want our veterans to have care, but he's got money for terrorists, and you support him. Well, in Canada, oh, Marianne Wales, yeah, you're a terrorist too if you support Trudeau. Think about that. You're accessory to the crime. Enjoy your life as a terrorist. Anyway, enough of that. If you guys see some of these wankers in here, just hide them, report them out, ignore them. It don't matter. They're going to do whatever they can. There are no speeches yet, guys. All you're hearing is Antifa hate. Oh, might have had my finger over the mic. Can't really feel my fingers, so. all the news companies are here. So here's a challenge for you. Now you guys are watching this live with your own eyes, hearing it. When you guys see the news tonight, tell them what you think. Tell the news companies what you think. It's probably my voice. I've been a couple hours sleep in the last 3-4 days, and my voice is gone from talking to people and cheering, and it's probably me why it's so quiet. Could be signal. They've got signal jammers out. Cold. Antifa's on the other side over there. On the other side of our trucks. They're making us use our trucks as buffers. Some of these comments really show the awareness level of some Canadians, or the lack of awareness level. No, we're not burning anything down. We're just here to tell them the truth, to tell people the truth, to prove people the truth, and every step along the way. No, news doesn't want you to know this. They're here, but they're not going to show it to you till they can cut out the clips and show you exactly what they want. There's a news crew right down there. Do you see them? There's one. They're all over here. There's some just right there. They're all over. No, I can't bring anybody on camera, guys. Thanks. It just takes too much draw. The camera's fighting the cold, and I need to stay live as much as I can. No, this isn't 1867 France. We're not going to eat the Prime Minister. We just need him to know that his not listening is not being accepted. We just want him to know we exist. We are Canadians and we exist. That's what we're here for, to unite Canada. Show them the truth that nobody is seeing. Oh, yeah, break house fire. I feel bad for them. It's sad because they're not going to get any help, and they're not going to be able to afford a new one. They're not going to be able to support themselves. So I hope we look after them. Thank you, Marlene. That's what we're here for. Yeah, Nick, I'm not going to bring anyone else in again. It's just the phones won't work. I haven't got a tripod. My tripod broke the other day, 2 days ago, so excuse the shaking and whatnot. Can't get one, so you get what you get this time around for now. So thank you, Yorkton, Saskatchewan. I don't even know where Mark's speech is. Are they up on the hill? I'd be very careful out there right now, guys. Don't give them what they want.
That's right, leave them alone.
Yep. Yeah. Somebody else will be catching Mark's speech. I'm not going to make it.
A hard time the whole time.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
That's too bad.
It's a shame.
Because the boys who come, just look left from Weyburn, another one from Innisfil. I mean, them boys come a long ways.
I came from Calgary.
You came from Calgary.
I did.
So what, you bring rig down or?
No, I rode the bus.
Did you? Okay, we seen the bus. That's Tom.
Yeah.
So what are you in there? What are you doing out there?
I'm here with the Yellow Vest. I represent the Yellow Vest and the media team for them.
Yellow grass.
Yellow Vest.
Oh, Yellow Vest. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the people are seeing is what the news companies are showing you. So we're here to show you Canada the truth about this all. We've been filming and sharing and spreading the word across Canada, and it is absolutely amazing how many real Canadians are coming out and realizing they don't have to be scared to speak up. They're not alone.
Well, that's good. We're with the landowners. I don't know if you know them or not, but the Ontario landowners.
I'm not familiar.
Are you in Ontario? Where are
No,
you?
I'm from Alberta.
Oh, you're from Alberta.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're a grassroots group, been around for 15 years. We have a sign that says "Back off government," only because they're coming on to farmland and telling you they can't cut a tree and doing all this stuff, and you can't farm.
And property rights.
And property rights. See, that's the group, OLA, Ontario Landowners.
Get a shot of that.
Yeah, you can
check him out,
one
guys.
for him?
Yeah,
This guy may be in
I
it.
also have a
Here's
card.
one of our
I'll give you a
magazines.
card.
I'm sorry.
You have to move.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, because that's the only
Oh,
entrance we're
okay, we're moving.
If you can take care on your side, we'll be much appreciated.
Only got.
Okay, sure, take that with us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Good luck.
You bet, thanks. Well, he didn't remove me. We are standing up Canada. That's what we're doing. Now we just hope the rest of you will wake up more people. I don't know where you can watch the speeches, Stephanie. I got asked to come down here. I'll head up there and see what we can get.
No, I think this is the anti-plate. And I think that's the...
Head up over here as quick as I can. Dang, I should have found some boots. Hey, Gary. Thank you, brother. You know something, Don, about those pipelines? We rolled into, it's been so many towns, so many people. All we see along the way through Ontario here is build those pipes. I can hear Mark. I'll shut up now.
Maintain and protect your nation's sovereignty. You are a yellow vest. If you believe our Canadian culture of freedom, liberty, equality, respect,
This is Haley. She is one of the leaders of this. There's 700 Canadians watching you right now. What do you got to say to them? They're thanking you. They're thanking you. That's us.
You're tired and frustrated establishment governments abusing you and your hard-earned tax dollars.
The East isn't here yet. As far as I know, they're still on their way.
Very good. If you've had enough of our media and our politicians and our special interest groups dividing us, you are a yellow vest. And I know you good folks right here running the cameras, I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about your co-workers, your colleagues. I'm talking about your bosses.
There's Mark, guys. I'll shut up.
Now listen, if you support our energy industry, if you support pipelines, if you support farmers and ranchers, you support our industries and our economy, then
How many of you got yellow vesters?
someone in the media or some politician degrading a yellow vest, they're degrading you. When you see a news report that claims the yellow vest is racist, they're calling us all racist. There are many reasons for donning a vest and joining the movement, but for those who ignore those reasons and excuses, don a yellow vest, voice their concerns loudly and proudly. Stand up to the shaming, the labeling. They're doing it for you and your children and your grandchildren.
Mark Friesen has a small company called The Tree Whisperer. Check it out.
They're doing it in spite of the labeling. They're doing it in spite of the shaming. These fellow Canadians are doing it for the love of their country and their love of our freedom. We are patriots. So on behalf of all and every Canadian patriot at this rally and across the beautiful, united and free country, I'm standing here to represent. We want you all to commit to
I'm the Yellow
second
Vest
carbon
Media.
tax.
Yellow Vest Media?
Get
Yeah.
the pipelines built.
Is he Yellow Vest Media?
Treat our energy
Who are you?
Wayne Peters.
Wayne Peters?
Batman, Wayne Peters. I do all the YouTube channels.
Colleen.
Because I was told
Please do. She's waiting to see me.
Okay, all right.
I was told to let no media other than Colleen.
Rejecting
The
the
only way
announced
this is only for the speakers that are
agenda
coming
and
in.
back away
That's
from
why.
all agendas attached to it.
That's okay. She can talk to
And
Colleen.
finally,
She can talk to
withdrawal
Colleen.
from the UNSDA.
Colleen drove all the way out to North Bay to meet me last night.
Power of the people is stronger than the
No,
people
of course not,
in
Glenn.
power. Long live Canada and her citizens. Enjoy your very first Patriots Day. I have one little bit to my speech. I want to invite a good friend of mine. I expect the trip coming up with him. Ivan, come on up here. Ivan happens to be an immigrant. Now I've been called a xenophobe more times than I can count because of this yellow vest. So I'm going to let everybody know that calls me that and has in the past two things.
It's unbelievable to see all the people that supported us along the way. Thank you very much.
Two things.
Glenn, they won't let me through.
10 years
Just
is an
if you're
immigrant.
speaking.
I can't get close enough to film.
She's not a
Only if
Canadian
you're speaking.
citizen because
Okay.
the system doesn't allow her to be. It took her 4 years just to get coverage for health care.
That's
My wife is an immigrant. I love her
Yeah.
to death.
Oh, excuse me.
My
that's
boyfriend,
oil and gas
Ivan,
shutting down the rest of the talk.
is also an immigrant. He's been with us for 12 years. Give a big shout out to Ivan. Ivan is, as of 2 years ago, a Canadian citizen and a patriot. Ivan's sick, ladies and gentlemen.
I guess I'm not allowed. Nick.
So nice to see that you guys so often.
C'est pas lui qui est supposé faire la
So,
Okay, he's good to go. We need to restrain this area here. Like nobody can come in and out besides the speaker. Mostly the MPs, if there's any MPs that come in. The traffic should be done by the opposite side. Okay. And this was talked with the organizers. Okay. So when it comes to media or anything else, it has to go through the other gates. This is only for the speakers and members of parliament that are coming and speak. Okay. I had a wheelchair through and a gentleman that had mobility impaired. So those two are fine, but this is also for the corridor for them to exit if there's an emergency. Yeah. So I need this to be clear at all times. Okay. Okay. All right. So everybody, I don't know if they were part of the group. All they need is to come down from the staircase and need to come to the group and join. We can let them in now, but they need to come through.
No, I don't. No. I don't want people going. Excuse me, sir. No. We can't have people using words in media. Sarah.
No, I know. That's what I was doing.
Yeah. No,
he was doing his part, but the thing is that it needs to be organized within the group. Because I can see people that to go around, but this group here, I don't know.
Thank you very much.
Like what's going on?
Yes, Sarah. No.
Let's hear it for your speaker so far, Mark Friesen, and this gentleman here. Welcome to Canada. You're an asset to our country. Our next speaker, all the way from Saskatchewan, is Senator.
There's the quotient tape for your speaker.
It is, Carmela.
From the group, right? Okay.
Takachuk. Pleased to have
Yeah, you have to enter, and your good colleague is waiting for you up there, but he can't.
Let's get him in now, but that's it.
Yeah, but
Saskatchewan,
they're
let's
gonna
hear
have
it
to
for
go
him.
down.
Thank
So
you.
all those people that are in the pathway needs to move from there. I can't have anybody in that pathway. This needs to be cleared.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
If they need to.
Sarah, don't let it.
Don't let anybody in other than the speaker.
No, he was amazing. He was doing
I
what
want to say to all of you,
So
So,
I'm
yeah,
allowed in, but where do I gotta go?
She's gonna clear the pathway first.
Okay,
Give it a
okay,
second.
okay.
all the MPs could see.
So c'est juste les speakers, les gars qui vont rentrer ici,
When I
okay?
travel
So
from
I'm
all
just-
parts of Canada. Sorry, I have to hold this composed. To all parts of Canada. I'm the critic on Bill C-68 in the Senate. I'm the chairman, and now it's in committee right now in the Energy and Environment Committee.
Okay. So is there a place that media
I'm
should go
also
or anywhere that I
the
could
chair of the
get?
Transport
The media is all in front there, but they all
You have to go all the way around.
Yeah, I have
to
to
get
walk
in.
all the way around.
And
If I
so,
come up on that side, I want people to get
I
in
don't know
there.
If you go on the
You,
other
yeah,
side,
you get on to the side over there.
there's a lot of snow, I know. They didn't give me a shovel, I had to clean it all out.
I think we can all be thankful for that. But if you notice, or you may not have, but in his letter
Locked out, put in the field like sheep.
brought up the idea of climate change. And I want to just leave you with
Yeah, we don't want anybody to insert here.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Nobody in this way.
My issue is that there's people here lining up to listen to the speeches. So I
Yeah.
need this all clear.
Yeah, you guys got to get in the
So
bullpen
media or
here, for
anything
sure.
needs to get on the lawn because
Yeah,
we
I
had
don't
this
mind
kind of
media coming in here
demonstration.
and only speakers, anybody else, but you guys got to get off the other side, guys.
He's got approved by the lady there. He's got approved, I don't mind, but this bad way needs to be.
Who are you?
Super Bowl chance. Super Bowl chance. I'm just joking.
You're the best, no problem. You silly bugger. But no, you got to listen to the officer here.
I tried to grab my backpack. As soon as she comes back, we're gonna let you in.
Thank you.
Because when they're gone, these bills are gone. Thank you very much. The very best.
Yeah, Carrie, they got question period at 2 o'clock, so they'll be hearing us.
Can you guys hear me okay here? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jason LeBlanc. And I come
Yeah, put them all in
from
jail.
Western Saskatchewan.
That's nice to hear coming out of a politician's mouth when he's walking off the stage. Put them all in
And
jail.
I'm proud to be
That was
part of
nice.
this
I don't know who
movement.
that was, but
This
I'm
is
sure
a
somebody's
peaceful
going to tell me.
rally. It's a bit of a warning shot, is what we're going to call it. We want the Prime Minister to hear our message. This, the naysayers, they said it couldn't be done.
Convoy's out on the street. They wouldn't let trucks
all
up.
called us racists, bigots, and any other
people
names
are
they
up
could
here.
think of as we made our way across this great country. The protesters tried to stop us just outside of Winnipeg, but our little peaceful convoy made it. We're here. As I said earlier, my name is Jason LeBlanc, and I'm here today as a fourth-generation farmer. And I'm standing here united with agricultural producers across Canada who wish to secure
First time
the
stand
future
and a
of
half,
our children
but I
and
don't know where you'll find
grandchildren
me.
that is affordable and sustainable. There's a common
Yeah,
misconception
right? Put them all in
that
jail.
those of us in the agricultural
I don't know who that was.
industry are
Somebody figure out who
uneducated.
that was and tell me.
We are not. In order to be successful in the industry,
We'll let him
we
know
must
what Canada
possess
thinks about him
management skills,
suggesting
marketing
that.
skills, and development traits that are closely related
Gina,
to those
I've
of
been going through
veterinarians, crop
revelations
scientists,
and
agronomists,
reminders of
economists, meteorologists,
patriot love
climate scientists,
for
and
a week
tradespeople.
straight now.
In
And
fact,
my brain
more than
is
ever, we are
completely
highly
overwhelmed. My
educated,
heart
skilled
is just...
farmers, and I am proud to be part of that collective.
You don't want anyone exiting after.
I'm here to let all of Canada and Prime Minister Trudeau know
Yeah,
that farm
no more.
families
No more after.
and those who work in the oil industry
No,
are
no.
human.
They're not
We
coming
work just as hard as anyone else. We pay taxes,
You
we
can come
contribute to our
in, you're on our
community,
side, but you
and we
go
know
the other
what
way.
it
I'm
takes
gonna
to make
clear
the world
this.
go round. The contribution that agriculture and oil
Yes,
make
yeah.
to the overall well-being of Canada are immeasurable, and they create many benefits to the sectors, including energy, service, food, hospitality, construction, health, education, manufacturing, safety, distribution, and
Wayne
trucking,
Peters.
trades, everything, all included. I am proud of the relationship that coexists between agriculture and the oil industry. Farmers work together with the oil industry.
Okay,
for
well, I've
our
been
access
representing
to
the Yellow
land for
Vests
the
through all of
purpose
their
drilling the
YouTube
wells.
channels and
Once
all of
the
the
oil is
videos.
refined into
I'm the guy they
usable
call
fuel,
Batman
the ag
as
producers
a
purchase
nickname.
it and use it to create sustainable food supply for our country of Canada.
I spoke to Roland Light.
Yep.
I had an interview live to get everybody at 12 o'clock to horn to horn.
Thank you, guys.
I think it's
There
going
are
to
lots of
everything
farmer
is
support
not
here today,
going
and I appreciate it.
as scheduled.
Agriculture does not exist without
that's
oil, and
kind
oil
of
cannot
what
be refined
the goal
without
is for some
agricultural land to
people,
grow on.
unfortunately.
Inside of what's going on.
Oh, we know,
My
we know.
hometown of
I mean,
Estevan,
this
Saskatchewan,
putting us
here
in the
known
field
as
like
the
sheep.
Energy City.
No, it's not like
We are proud of that place.
That
We are
was just
proud
the
of our
first
city.
sign.
But Prime Minister Trudeau's policies have put a profound impact on our community. The state of uncertainty has clouded investment, killed jobs, eroded community support for programs, made it difficult for business to obtain and retain qualified employees, decreased property values, and turned people's dreams and hopes of an amazing life into a nightmare.
And those people
Day after day, our industry continues to fall victim to the Trudeau government and their ridiculous notion that budgets will balance themselves.
They don't even acknowledge to say hello to
Bill
us. They don't-
C-69 and
everything we
C-48,
did to
if
help their
passed,
rally,
these bills will hinder the
they don't
ability
even
to
talk to
extract
us.
Canada's resources
Or acknowledge
from
us. They don't
Canadian
even
land
acknowledge
through our
any
highly
relations like this.
regulated industries to
who
meet
is
the high
ignoring you
demand
and
and the ability to compete on a global
Alberta.
stage.
And guess this.
Our inability to do so
Who-
to get these
I need
resources
more
to
specific
market
names.
will
I know all
ultimately
these
reduce
people.
the national revenue impacting all areas of Canada, from healthcare to infrastructure to equalization payments. Caught in the crosshairs of these detrimental bills will be the agriculture industry, which will face increased operating costs, taxes, and regulations, which will then see the unfortunate loss of farmers, and the rising cost will be passed across to all Canadians, rural and urban.
Yeah.
The climate change, after going through more name changes in a government department. Climate change continues to be the main force behind these bills of economic destruction. I am not a climate change skeptic or a denier. I strongly believe that the climate change goes in cycles and will continue to do so. However, I am a man-made climate change doomsday denier. All too often, we hear the comment from the politicians and the media stating that 97% of scientists agree that climate change is real. Yet, they do not explain what it means. Alex Epstein from Prager University states that when we hear this quote, we need to ask two questions. What do the scientists agree on, and how do they prove it? He also states that we should be more scared of losing the proven benefits of fossil fuels because they are cheap, plentiful, and reliable, more so than unproven negative climate change accusations that they supposedly create. Let's not forget Al Gore. Al Gore and his global predictions. If those models had been true, I wouldn't be standing here bundled up in a winter parka, toque, mitts, and a Saskatchewan bunny hug. I would be standing up here in front of you in my flip-flops and shorts while reading this speech. He utilized fear to make sure that he capitalized on this issue. And he got rich doing it. Will Happer, a physicist and professor at Columbia and Princeton University, states, and I quote, "Aside from the human brain, the climate is the most complex thing on the planet. The number of factors that influence the climate, the sun, the Earth's orbital properties, oceans, cloud, and yes, industrial man, is huge and enormously variable." And that's the end quote. What this means is that computers cannot accurately predict climate change because there are too many equations involved to do so
Justification
accurately.
to steal.
He
That's
gives
what
the
climate
example
change
that
is.
Hurricane Irma's path in 2017, which could not be predicted accurately 2 days ahead of real-time data being
Taxes are
collected,
stealing.
which
That's
begs
it.
the
Bottom
question,
line.
how can we predict climate change decades from now? Happer also states that water, H2O, has a greater effect on the heating and cooling of the atmosphere than CO2. Moreover, the United Nations
Geez, Pierre, maybe I've got
Intergovernmental
a
Panel
feature
on
in
Climate
news
Change
reporting.
published in their third assessment report, and I
Absolutely,
quote,
Cheryl.
"In climate
Please.
research and
That's
modeling,
why they want to
we
know
should
about how much
recognize
money
that
is
we are
coming in
dealing
out of
with a
your bank
coupled
account. So when you're down to
non-linear
your last
chaotic
$5, they
system,
can figure
and
out how to
therefore
justify taking
that the
that
long
too.
prediction of future climate states is not possible." End quote. From the United Nations.
Except for Albertans, Stephanie.
Citizens who believe in the
Who are to
idea
be
of
treated like
man-made
sheep in a
climate
field.
change are quick to refute points with the first Google result that they find to support their argument. They do not take the time to
No, I
research
can't
the
get
entire
closer.
issue and
I had
respond
to
with
fight to get this
independent
close,
thought
sorry.
that would support their facts. As farmers, our livelihood depends on being good stewards of the land that we love. We need to know weather patterns,
No, I
plant
can't, Nat,
disease,
sorry. I had
soil
to fight to
quality,
get here.
and potential for drought and food and a flood, as our budgets depend on it. It is through this knowledge that we can all continue to provide food for Canada, successful and safely. The ag industry has been well ahead of this game in environmental issues. We as farmers, we have
sorry,
embraced
Crystal, there's
zero-till,
nothing I can do.
crop rotations, cover crops, GPS technologies, auto steer, irrigation, precise farming, shelter belts, pest control, the list goes on. We have paid dearly for forced technological advancements in equipment
See
to
all the
satisfy
cameras,
government
news crews?
regulations.
1, 2, 3,
Where
4,
is the credit for
5.
this?
Exactly.
Our agriculture industry has
You're
been
not going to see it on
successful
the
through
news.
these
You're going to see
practices
exactly
and
what
have
they want to
reduced
train you
carbon
to
from
see
the
and think.
atmosphere. To the surprise of many, we have found useful ways to use
Yep,
CO2
that's exactly
in
it,
other
Crystal.
industries. When
No,
will
my
Mr.
hand's not on the
Trudeau
mic.
and Ms. McKenna take note of these accomplishments and acknowledge that Canada is not the issue in climate change? If one truly believes that global CO2 emissions are the problem, then what really matters is results achieved by the top emitting. Then what really matters is the results achieved by the top emitting countries like China and the U.S. Ultimately, we all know that after taking a simple science class that CO2 is needed. It provides life for the plants and the living organisms. Life does not exist if it were not for CO2.
Nice.
After all,
Cheers,
profitable
cheers, gonna
greenhouses
press
will pump
charges.
CO2 into the greenhouse for plants.
I come from a long line of farmers. Thanks, Don. I love you guys.
It
I
is
like to
time for
eat.
Canada to acknowledge what is happening. A
This is
culture
live.
of fear is
I
being
can't.
created through negative
I'm standing
rhetoric,
in the middle of
negative
a
rhetoric
snowdrift
in regards to
up to my
climate change,
ankles. It's as
making
close as I
way
can
for the
get.
acceptance of a liberal ideology. Even though Canada is responsible for the said 1.7%
If anybody wants to buy me a
global
coffee,
emissions,
you send that
we
to
are all allowing Justin Trudeau to
firstdibsmm@gmail.com.
advance his personal agenda
I'll
and
need
future
one after
promotion
this.
at the cost of the
No, Glenn,
agriculture,
it'll be
oil,
on
and
late
gas
night tonight after
industries.
they get a chance
The
to edit it
future
the
of
way they want
Western
it.
Canada, and more importantly, the entire
Rebel is here. He's been
Canadian
with us
economy.
every step of the way. He's giving you a
Carbon
good
tax is not a
view of
price
what's
on
been going
pollution.
on.
It is a price on industry.
Trudeau's up in his
It is
office.
a tax on all Canadians, and we will pay dearly.
Absolutely,
We'll
it's
pay
fear
dearly for
mongering,
it due to the
Darren.
out
They
of
want
control
you to be
spending
willing
by
to give
the
up your
Trudeau
money
government and the belief that
to
budgets
pay
will
the
balance
carbon
themselves.
tax.
The cost of living will increase dramatically.
No, I can't get in front of the speakers. This is as close as I could get, and I'm standing up to my halfway up my shins in a snowdrift.
Fuel expenses will increase, so that means that I will pay higher taxes. My local leisure center heating bills increase, means I will pay higher taxes. My local grocer, hardware, clothing store, transportation expenses, everything you can think of in your community will increase, and it'll make me pay more
We're here
taxes.
today and tomorrow.
My local farm dealership manufacturers will expenses
Thank
will
you,
increase,
Lori.
causing me to pay more taxes. Your guys, my local health care and education services will cost more to provide, so that means we will pay higher taxes. The list goes on and on and on. Many questions are being raised based on Justin Trudeau's claim that this is a revenue
I can't,
neutral
Kara.
tax.
I'm sorry.
How will the government rebate families more than they pay? Where does this extra money come from? Is this just a redistribution of wealth in a form of social welfare? We know that our country cannot afford the maximum price it needs to charge in order to hit the Paris Agreement targets, so why are we doing this? This tax will continue to put Canada at an unfair trading position and is forcing our industries and jobs elsewhere, where the environmental regulations are inferior to ours. This tax will not only phase out the fossil fuel industry here, but will also phase out the very standard of living that we are admired for around the world. The ultimate truth is that this tax mechanism is a place of a hike on GST. How do you ask? Every bill you receive from here on in, you will have a carbon tax. On top of that, you will have a 5% GST. How is that additional 5% that we are charged going to be returned to us? In the last little bit, what I'm going to talk about here is I'm going to bring some information that you just might not know in the East. My hometown of Estevan, Saskatchewan is home to the world's first clean coal carbon capture and storage project. According to SAS Power, since its inception in 2016,
firstdibsmm@gmail.com.
December 2018, the facility has captured 2,465,333 tons of carbon, which is the equivalent of taking approximately 616,333 cars off the road. That's just one unit in that short time frame. There are possibilities in Canada and around the world that we could take this technology, sell the idea, and enhance the fossil fuel industry, not shut it down. If industry is supportive, as Mr. Trudeau states, then allow industry to make the changes and develop solutions to meet the requirements that you have signed us on to. Taxing is not the answer.
Half of the
Mr. Trudeau,
crowd's down
there is
dealing
a
with
movement rising
Antifa.
against you and the so-called price on carbon, and it started in my hometown province of Saskatchewan. Now, Prince Edward Island, Manitoba, Ontario, New Brunswick, and eventually Alberta will join. Ontario once tried to be a climate change leader. How did that work out? British Columbia, who has chosen to enact the carbon tax, just received the devastating news report in the Vancouver Sun, January 2018, that with the tax applied, the province for the year of 2015 has seen an increase of 1.6% in emissions over the previous year. The tax is not an effective way to reduce emissions.
That's right.
For more proof, all you need to do is take a look at Australia. In conclusion, Justin Trudeau, Western Canada has always been an economic powerhouse in our country, but today we stand broken because of policies that are for the good of the globe, and that is your quote. There have been times in the past when Eastern Canada has had to rely on the power of Western Canada for survival, and we have always welcomed them with open arms because we are one country. The very resources which provided for a better way of life is now despised because of you. It is time for the narrative to change. Our industry is not a dirty industry, but rather one of black gold. The gold has been used to finance government spending for many years. How will we be able to continue to finance these areas when you are denying the use of Canada's natural resources? It is unfortunate that your government, as Rex Murphy puts it, devalues the things that count. You have set unrealistic climate targets. Even you have said if Canada shuts down all industry, it would not have an impact on the overall global emissions. You cannot announce policy changes to our energy and ag sectors without allowing time for the needed infrastructure to replace it. Ms. McKenna states that your environmental plan will grow the economy and keep life affordable. How did that work in Ontario? Please do not confuse motion with progress. The tax is one that must continually be increased to hit unrealistic climate targets and will bankrupt industries as it increases. There is no end in sight. The ultimate goal is that you will have control over all industry, attempt to be successful with your urbanization plans and manipulate society to basic human needs and make the globe a one-world government. Your solar panel, windmill, hydro plants, and electric cars are not 100% green as you claim. How are the chemicals mined for these solar panels? How are they recycled after they're used? Where does the steel come from for the windmills that are made and the oil needed to operate them? Hydro plants are made out of concrete. What comprises concrete? Fly ash. Where does it come from? Coal. Ladies and gentlemen, the electric cars have lithium batteries, plastic bodies, rubber tires, all oil industry byproducts. Today is the day that we remind you, Mr. Prime Minister, that you work for all of us in Canada. We are here to let you know that carbon tax, Bill C-69, C-48 will be the ultimate demise of our energy and agricultural sectors, the very sectors that provide large portion of equalization payments. This election in October will be the most crucial of our lifetime. It is imperative that everyone get out to vote. We need to make our voices loud. Volunteer for your candidates. Get out and make sure that Canada can move forward in all industries. It's time to put the grain on the train and the oil in the pipe.
All right, we rule on cutting any speeches. Mr. Zimmer, come on up here and I want to see your speech. I want to prove it first. I think we got all soup and nuts. I don't think there's much we can have, Mr. Bob. Bob is from Prince George, Peace River in Northern Rockies, and we want to hear, he's also the Parliamentary Outdoor Caucus member, so we want to hear about why we're standing in the snow. Bob, here you go. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, everybody. I don't know if you can hear me back there. Do we have anybody from Fort St. John back there? Yeah. I see some back there. How about, hey, good to see you guys. So I'm from Fort St. John. I got my first job was actually working in the oil patch and working on a pipeline. So I have first-hand experience about being in the cold and working at -30. We worked actually all the way to -50. But I just wanted to say one thing to all of you, first of all, is I think instead of being where you have to come to the government to protest to have a job. I think we need to thank you all for providing gas to our homes so we actually have warm homes to go home to. So thank you. And all those protesters, it's funny, I fly back and forth from Fort St. John to Ottawa every week, and I see a whole bunch of members of the NDP. I see members that are against oil and gas get on the same airplanes as I do. One namely, Miss Elizabeth May, and she interestingly gets on the same plane as well. And you know what actually fuels the planes coming from Vancouver to Ottawa? It's oil coming from the Kinder Morgan pipeline.